Hi everyone. Today we'll be visiting the 10th station of the cross. This is the station where Jesus is stripped of his garments. In case you haven't seen any of our previous episodes, all of the 1 through 9 stations are on our channel here. And if you'd like to follow along, there is a resource listed down at the bottom, and you can find a link to the USCCB's website where they have a link to this resource called Stations of the Cross, Overcoming Racism. So as we begin in prayer together, I just ask that we take a quiet moment of calm in order to center ourselves in prayer. The 10th station. Jesus is stripped of his garments. We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you, because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world. They stripped off his clothes. From the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 27. Part of the humiliation of crucifixion was that the prisoner was stripped naked, left totally exposed. This was done in an attempt to deny the condemned person's dignity. Racism also attempts to strip others of their dignity. While our human dignity is an indelible gift from God, racist attitudes and actions undermine the human dignity of the oppressor, as well as the oppressed. Our nation's history is tarnished by the enslavement of African Americans, Jim Crow laws, mistreatment of Native Americans, Chinese execution laws, Japanese internment camps, and anti-Hispanic discrimination. These patterns of racism flourished in part because good people too often remain silent. If racism flourishes, we are all implicated, especially in a democracy. We are called to transform our society with God's love. Yet our society still allows some to be stripped of their dignity. As members of the body of Christ, our dignity is intertwined with theirs. How can we not stand humiliated before the cross, knowing that we have failed to adequately protect the dignity of all our brothers and sisters? Jesus, in becoming human, you ratified the dignity of all humanity. Help us to see every person's dignity as important as our own, and create social structures that promote dignity for all. This reflection reminds me that one of the tenets of Catholic social teaching is that we all have this inherent human dignity, and we have a responsibility to uphold that dignity, not only for ourselves, but for all people, for all of our sisters and all of our brothers, regardless of their race, of their gender, of their sexuality, of how much they make, or what they do for a living, or where they live, or things that they've done in their past. We have a responsibility to love and respect all human beings. And when we don't do that, or when we stand by and watch that be disregarded, we are at fault as well, even if we don't do anything directly. So I think this is just a really powerful reminder that, like has been said before, we can't just say, this is not my problem. You really need to be doing everything you can to make sure that God's love is being spread to all of humanity. It's a huge task, and not one person can do it, but that is why we are a body of Christ. We are one body with many members. So I hope that can be something that guides your reflection today and your prayer. And we will tune in for the 11th station tomorrow. All right. Bye, everyone.